We were part of the same program. They want what's inside our DNA. The speed, the intelligence, the strength.
Okay, untie me.
You're the same as me. So untie yourself.
I'm surprised. This one of those things we say, well, shit, y'all actually went ahead and made a second one?
I was shocked. I'm like, really? That, out of all the movies that you've done that have failed, that's the one you want to go back and read?
Like, if I recall, like, I don't remember this well. Help me out, people, but I don't think it was a big hit.
No,
the first
that shit was not a big hit at all.
I don't recall leaving the theater and people are saying, shit, I can't wait till the next one. I don't remember that.
Timothy Oliphant, though? That's the hit, man.
Yo, dog, shit. Motherfucker, that's the heat right there.
That did not happen.
Nobody asked for this shit.
I don't think I ever seen an actor look more like they were just there for a check.
Right?
Oh, maybe until this one right here. Hitman 47. Oh, wait. After that first Hitman, which most of us cannot even remember what the fuck he was doing.
I can't remember the movie. I can remember bits and pieces. I can barely remember that shit.
I cannot either. All I can do is tell you what this Hitman is doing right now. Now, this Hitman right here, played by Rupert Friend. This guy, he's saying, I know, ain't that some British shit right there?
It is.
Rupert Friend.
Rupert, hello.
Which Harry Potter movie was he in?
I think he was in all of them. Yeah. He's in the background. And now in this one, Agent 47, played by Rupert Friend, he is out to stop a corporation from making more movies, making more people like him. He knows that this is a dangerous thing to be what he is, a killer with no emotion, no remorse, can't even feel any love. But to stop this corporation, he has one target. And this target is this girl, young woman named Katina, whatever, fucking, nobody really cares anyway. But he has to stop her. Now, when you say you have to stop her, do you mean like the secret that she has, do you have to actually protect her in this secret and stop somebody else from getting her? Or does that mean that she's your next target for you to terminate yourself? Now, in this film right here, I have to say that the biggest thing that I don't like about this, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, it commits the crime that no action film should ever commit, which is be mediocre. Be kind of boring.
Yeah.
Look, you can be
middle of the road.
Middle of the road. Look, you can be a great action film and people coming out, oh, that was the most awesome thing I've ever seen. Or you can be Taken 3. Taken 3.
Come on now. Ooh. You know how I feel about this.
I know how you feel. What Tommy, tell me how you feel? What is it?
It's some bullshit.
Tommy, is that passion I see right there?
Yes. Oh, it is.
Is that emotion that I feel? See, say what you will, Tommy, about Taken 3.
Yeah.
But Taken 3, we walked out. We couldn't wait to talk about this shit.
Oh, yeah, we're hyped to talk about that shit.
Yeah. You came out and was like, sometimes, bullshit is good if it's passionate bullshit.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel something.
Memorable, at least.
I was laughing my ass off in Taken 3. Even Fantastic Four is some fabulous bullshit because people can't even remember the movie anymore, but they can talk shit about it.
Exactly.
The moment I walked out of fucking the Hitman Agent 47, I was like, I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Agent K
really
was
don't
out
care.
there with his neuralizer. With the neuralizer.
Yeah.
Now, what the fuck did I just say?
How does it stack up to playing the game?
We'll worry about that later. Now, here's the thing right here. The thing about it, because I ain't never played the game for one, but the thing about it is that this is, if this movie had come to me off the street and was just like, hey, Korey, how you doing, man? I'd be like, and you are, I don't, it's like, it really is kind of dull.
It really, yeah.
Not bad, not horrible, and not good. It's just whatever. And the thing about a movie where it's mediocre is really upsetting to see, where they pull all these elements from other films. And this one, the beginning of the movie opens up with a Terminator type theme. It's two agents, like Zachary Quinto plays another agent, and they're going after the same target. They really are doing a Terminator thing. It's agent against agent, Terminator against Terminator.
It's exactly Terminator, actually.
But it's the most watered down fucking Terminator you could ever have.
Really the blandest Vegas Terminator ever, yeah.
Ever. These dudes, when they go at it, you should feel something about agent going against agent. Yeah. Oh shit, who's better? Who's the biggest one? And plus, you don't know who's the bad guy.
Right.
But when you watch it, it's just like, really don't give a fuck.
He's here to kill you, Katya, and I'm here to stop him. I'm John Smith. I know you don't have any reason to trust me, but look at him. Look at how he moves. Look at the shadows under his coat. Look at his eyes, and tell me that I'm lying.
Man, those motherfuckers turned into cartoons. Straight up.
They turned a video game character. That was like watching the second Matrix movie.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that.
For those who are listening, what happened at the end of this is that Zachary Quinto tackled Rupert Friend, and when they landed, they looked like they came straight out the fucking PS1 Hitman. They put these sound effects. And these fools get up and their suits ain't torn. They ain't even
back to fighting.
Went right back to fighting. Ain't even no dust on them and shit.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, man. You know, for a movie as slick as this, you gonna like drop little details like that. And it's funny too, because talking about the Terminator theme, Martin, it's like Rupert Friend really is a Terminator. He's like the T-1000,
right?
But instead of like absorbing people, he just absorbs other people's uniforms. Like he just tackles somebody and then he comes out and he's wearing their suit.
There was no reason for it. He was already in a costume. He was good. Yeah, he could have just put the guy to sleep and walked away.
Like,
He's
I like
nah.
that one.
Yeah. What size are those?
Jacking people for their suits.
Yeah.
It really was like that. It really was like he just saw somebody's uniform, just like, you know, I don't have to take you out, but I just like that suit better.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a nice bike.
Yeah. Now, it's like I said, most of this is just like, I guess generic is what I can say, man.
Yes.
Because,
Perfect.
yeah,
Actually.
because when you say generic, that's why all this shit is watered down. Because for this to be based on a video game property that is supposed to be as popular as it is, it's nothing different from a lot of action films that you see, and I'm talking about other middle of the road action films. But you know, for a movie like this, what they do is, in order to let you know that, oh, but wait, we're different. They do that whole thing of having that 1 minute of exposition while driving a car. You know, don't you hate when you notice in movies where they drive a car just so they can tell you what the plot is?
They do that. They hit every beat of just a generic action movie. Like, oh, action, action, action. We got to talk.
Yeah, like
action,
right.
Action.
Exactly.
Let's talk. It's always talking about bullshit that not only do you not even care about, but makes no fucking sense anyway.
It makes like the shit that Zickery Spock ran up the clock. But the shit that Zachary Quinto is talking about in the car is plot lines that you really don't give a fuck about, and even if you did, it really doesn't play out to anything later in the movie.
You want to tell me what's happening now?
The man you're looking for, his name is Peter Aaron Litvenko.
Who is he?
Your father. I don't know much. Only that he's a geneticist, an expert in human biogenetics who spearheaded a program of experimentation.
You get it now?
Spirit genetics. I don't know anything, but I can tell you exactly what he does.
Yeah, you know, and it's, even Zachary Quinto's like, I can't believe y'all got me saying this shit.
You notice those pauses he's taking in between, like, how they gonna make me do this?
Y'all really making me say this shit. He's like, shit, when's the next Star Trek movie coming out? She's like, what? Wait a minute. She's like, stop the fucking car real quick. Wait a minute, what? What the fuck you say to me?
Experiments.
The kind that created killers. They engineered human beings by targeting and enhancing specific genes. The resulting subjects were stronger, faster, more intelligent than normal people. They were called agents.
What does any of this have to do with me? Why do they want to kill me?
Crichton Technologies has restarted the agent program. They're building agents right now, like 47, maybe worse. They believe that you're the key to finding your father.
I don't understand.
He's like, I'm tired of hearing this shit. Shut the fuck up. Katya! Now, and that's Hannah Ware as the girl I was trying to remember her name, Katya, in the movie. This is like when you see that right there, you can tell some money went into this. And watching this, it could be a good movie because the money's there. It's slick, man. It looks kind of cool.
You know what? I got Fox figured out. We see this shit a lot. These middle-of-the-road action movies with a lot of foreign people in them. The director you usually never heard of. He's usually foreign, like usually from Russia.
Sure.
They do this shit over and over again. We saw in like one of the Transporter movies.
Yeah.
The Taken movie.
Yeah.
Over and over, we see that Die Hard movie, the really shitty one.
Yeah.
Same shit. It's always the same type of fucking movie. And they never go one way or the other. They're never so bad that you have fun with it, and they're never good enough to be like, well, this is with some good shit. It's always lands just right in that place that frustrates.
It's right in that place. And the frustrating thing about this is that anybody who's ever played the game, I can tell you right now, I have not.
I played it.
So, Tommy, some elements of the story here are, no pun intended, they are at play here, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
at first, they're pretty spot on. Like, it's always that woman's voice. That might have actually been the actual woman from the game.
Oh, like from the agency or the syndicate that he works for?
Calls you, tells you, what person to kill and shit, and you go on your mission, and you like knock people out and take the costumes and shit. Like, that's part of the game too.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
So yeah,
man.
it started off kind of true to the game, but then it just faded into that same mediocre shit that we've seen before.
And see, that's what's frustrating to me because I don't play the games, but I've seen people play it. I watch playthroughs, and there are elements in here that work because you asking me how this compares to the game. One of the things I'm not going to completely shit on this movie because they make an honest try at bringing some gameplay elements into the movie where in the game, you just like a lot of stealth games, you can either just go in guns blazing or you can be stealthy and take people out creatively. And here, that's what he does. Like there's a set piece where they're in a factory and he's at one point going in and taking people out, and there's another point where he's just using the environment at his disposal, like right here, like shit, fuck, yeah, y'all are fucked. But you look at that, you're like, man, that's cool. They're in the airport. It's almost like a training mission from the game. He's telling Kati, get through the airport to the exit without being caught by a camera. And it never feels like, remember this from the game? It doesn't feel like that a lot of times.
It flows when it does shit like that. But
when it does shit like that.
Yeah. But that's few and far between.
Yeah. And it could be better if your leads were a little bit better. This is the most fucking non-emoting, non-personality having fucking film I've seen.
You mean if they gave a shit?
If they gave a shit.
Yeah.
Well, the only person who looks familiar is Zachary Quinto, and he looks like he does not want to be there.
But this guy, Rupert Friend, look, it's his job to not have emotion.
Right.
It's his job to look blank. Because he's a stone cold killer who's manufactured to not have those things.
Right.
This fucking girl right here, this chick right here, what's her name? Hannah, the actress's name is Hannah Ware.
She will put your ass to sleep.
Your fucking job was to actually be the opposite of Agent 47.
Right.
You were the one who was supposed to be relatable.
Yeah.
You were supposed
Have
to be
some life.
the
Be
counter
spunky.
to that.
Yeah.
This chick, look at that expression right there. That's the fucking film.
That's it.
You could make a cardboard cut out of that shit and put on a stick and just walk that shit around the movie, man. she goes through the whole movie looking like she forgot something. Shit, I'll leave the oven on at home. Like smile, do something.
And it's funny, towards the end of the movie, then she gets like a little bit of life, like an inkling of life, where she, cracks a joke here, does some cool shit, and it starts to be like a badass. I'm like, what the fuck was this bitch doing?
See, like right, exactly, like right here, where he gives her a test, and she's supposed to be like this badass chick. Like she just came into the realization that, oh wow, I got this ultimate power.
I'm a superhero.
Basically. Yeah. She's like, oh wow, I got this power. Who gives a fuck? It's like, wow, man, really?
Yeah, that's pretty much her reaction.
Like kind of like fuck you. You can't
really
appreciate this shit. They try to give her a backstory. You're supposed to be emotional about her having that, and that. See, that's where the movie cheats. Like, oh, remember her when she was a kid and she was abandoned by her father? Oh, remember when she's a little girl? And it's like, yeah, as a little girl. Now we're watching her as a fucking adult through the whole film.
Yeah.
Don't try to make me emotional because of some back fucking story right here.
Yeah, it's one of those manipulative little subplots that are supposed to just get you automatically. Like they throw cancer in it and shit. It's like, who gives a fuck? Man?
Exactly.
No one cares.
Exactly. Shit. That's what even this little girl's like, am I gonna grow up to have any emotion at all? No, hell no, you not. Look, like I said, this is something where I've said this all night. It's bland. And what makes it even worse that it's bland is because this is not just action, Tommy.
No.
This is action sci-fi. This is a dude he's been grown to be an assassin. He ain't even human.
Right.
And got the fucking that barcode in the back of his head and shit. This should be over the top.
Sure.
It should be.
This
Be like
is
some kick-ass Kingsman type shit. Kingsman.
There you go.
Should be like Kingsman.
Kingsman, and since this was so slick, to me it had the look of Resident Evil.
That's not what you want to strive to be.
But I'll go back, Tommy, to what I said. It's like Resident Evil. This movie is Resident Evil.
Yeah.
If you took all the dumb shit out of it, I ain't never appreciated dumb shit as more as I did last night when I watched this movie.
I will give you that.
That is the thing about Resident Evil. It might not be good, but you don't forget it.
You're going to get some dumb shit.
I don't completely agree with you on a lot of these movies. I know you like some of them and I don't.
I like the first one.
But I have to say, no, there's one other you like too. Later on.
Oh yeah, I did kind of like it.
Yeah, and I argue with you. How you like that dumb shit? And I'm like, okay, I kind of get it.
You kind of get it?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like I walked out of it saying like, man, that wasn't dumb. No, it was dumb.
Yeah.
But they did some outrageous shit in it where I was like, you know what? I'm kind of on the other side now. I'm impressed by it.
I might remember this for longer than a couple days.
It's like an entertaining distraction, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now take Resident Evil, put a dick on Mila Jovovich or whatever her name is. Jovovich, whatever. Take all the monsters and crazy shit out. You got this. Because if you...
Well, that sounds terrible.
Yes!
Damn, you took like the few good things that they had going for
That's
it.
pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah, because it's got that slick look to it.
It does. You know what it looked like it tried to do early on?
What's that?
It'd be like John Wick. Did you not catch that? The opening scene?
Yeah, you know what?
That was some straight up John Wick shit. And I'm like, okay, is this what we're getting now? But it is not what we were
Wow,
getting
man,
at all.
people... Just go see John Wick.
Yeah.
And this director right here, I forgot what his name is. His last name is Bach. Nowhere near as talented as the original Bach. but it's, this is a studio movie where I'm not going to hold this guy against it. What I will hold against him is that this is a guy, you said John Wick, and that is perfect. And I wish I thought that earlier because this is a guy who just concentrates on action, not so much on the characters, not so much on the property that he has. It is the action so much that he's going back and doing old 90s shit like John Woo, that Jesus Christ pose and shit.
Oh, yeah.
When he comes out, then you just waiting for the doves to fly out now. That Jesus pose with the two guns and two hands and shit. Yeah,
Operatic music.
yeah.
It's impossible to aim two guns at the same time.
Not for Agent 47, man. He was built for that shit.
Yeah, you should see what he does here. Like, with two guns.
And did you notice, I don't have anything here, but Tommy, did you notice for a brief moment, like this movie was all dark and serious, and for a moment they did some Tarantino shit where they playing like surf rock.
Yes, I thought I was the only one that noticed that shit.
No, man, I'm like,
I was like, where the fuck did this come from?
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm like, what the fuck is
That shit came out of nowhere.
like, is this supposed to be John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson now?
Yeah,
because that's the way they're walking. They're walking together, with guns in hand, like. I
don't know what surf music you listening to.
It's cantina music.
A Porky Pig.
That's some clown music and shit.
Wait a second, what?
It all sounds the same to me.
I'm like,
What's the WB for?
I was like, are you surfing with clowns?
I don't. I have once before.
But I get what you're saying, man.
It's very out of place.
Yeah. It's a guy who loves action so much that you get the feeling that he's pulling from his heroes like Tarantino and John Woo, and
Seems odd.
So it sounds like he never really had a voice all his own. He had this property, he thought he'd make an action movie, and he picked up pieces from a bunch of different action movies he's seen, but it doesn't all work together. It's not integrated.
No.
It's
I would actually say that this is why I'm saying I don't blame this guy so much. I think that he is an action director and he's putting some influences in here as much as he can for a movie that doesn't fit. And the reason why it doesn't fit, because Martin, you know this, that we are nearing the end of August, man. That's when studios back that truck up and just dump movies, man.
August and January.
And this is that movie, man. This is that movie where they put this out there, and you can even hear the studio saying, "Well, let's just get this shit over with."
Hey, good luck, Bach. Turns out we're not going straight to video. We're gonna release your movie to theater.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't do that, please.
Stop. Just get dumped by movies. No. But this right here, man, it's even the press junkets that these guys go on. When I was looking up stuff, you could see them like on morning shows where they're talking about this, and they really
Then
don't
we had
give
this
a
crazy
fuck,
thing
man.
in Singapore.
They really
where
don't
no one
care.
had
They
ever
talking about
fired a
everything
gun
but the
in
movie
Singapore
too.
Before this movie, we were the first people to ever do
Really?
it. Yeah, except the
Wow.
police.
Yeah.
And after each shot, a policeman or 16 policemen have.
You don't give a fuck. They got this chick.
These press junkets is so sad.
They
I
are.
mean, not just these, all of them. Yeah, the celebrity has
Yeah.
to keep answering the same questions over and over.
They look disinterested.
Yeah. Look, she's straining to keep that interest on her face right now.
It's so much false interest. in these things. It's
She's
just
breaking
like,
a sweat, and then the whole time they're just like,
pick up the ejected shell.
Every shell.
Every
And
single
make sure
one.
every single
and if
one
they
is
don't find
accounted
everyone,
for.
yeah, then you have to stop
I mean,
filming.
there was
so we
one
just
day
don't
we were
know.
in this alley and they just couldn't find it.
Damn.
Poured out of the
Motherfucking slurring.
they don't give a fuck. He's drunk.
He looks drunk.
Shit, that cup got fucking gin in it right now, man. It's 8 in the morning. He's
Don't give a shit.
He's fucked up right
To
now.
promote this movie has to be.
They really don't care, man.
They don't.
It's. I feel bad because nobody's really into this. I'm not even blaming the actors. I'm not even blaming the director, man. It's just it's one of those studio films, man. I don't know what they were thinking. Somewhere they thought it was going to be cool to get this back up and going and rebooting this series, and then they realized, shit, we have absolutely nothing,
Not a damn.
and everybody just left dangling, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you have to see this again in next month? The transporter refueled. It's going to be the exact same shit. I guarantee you.
I look forward to that more than
Okay.
I look forward to this.
I look forward to none of these. These 20th Century
I'm like,
Fox
why?
CG action movies, I can't fucking stand them. I think they're my new Friedberg and Seltzer movies.
Damn.
I hate these fucking things. They just keep getting more and more mediocre, which, like Korey said, really is the worst thing. Do something. Be either really fucking bad or really fucking good.
So
Don't
what would
be
you give
middle of
this
the road.
then?
Man, this is bullshit. Bullshit, man.
Damn, dude.
You don't want a moment to think about it?
Not a goddamn. If I think about it, I might give it a fuck you. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this, and Tommy, you're gonna be mad at me because I have seen worse, and I'm giving this. Like I said, man, I'm not gonna shit on this movie because I do see places where it tried.
Right.
Like for more than the average video game movie, especially for this being a video game movie, it tried, man.
Yeah.
And there are moments where the action is okay. It actually deteriorates the more the movie goes along. So
Some of that looks kind of cool.
Because we didn't pay and had to see another 2 hours of it.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you give it a rental.
I give it a low rental.
You know what?
A rental and some old bullshit.
Yeah, I'm okay with his rental though because it's a pet peeve for me that lazy
Okay.
action movies are just a thing for me.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, it is things in here. Like I said, that John Wick opening that was kind of entertaining.
All
It's
right.
a few entertaining things.
So okay, so with a low rental and some old bullshit, I think that still makes it the highest rated video game movie so far.
It is better than the original Hitman, but that's just because I can't remember the original Hitman.
Yeah. So hey, the struggle continues for that 20 years, even more. When did the last Mortal Kombat?
95.
20 years we've been waiting for this
And
shit.
we just gave that shit being a good
I was
video game movie.
gonna say it was a flat zero till y'all just finally just kind
Yeah.
of gave in. So like
We gave
all right,
up.
You know what? Let's go ahead and say that one was good.
Yeah,
At least one.
That's exactly right.
It's almost like Mortal Kombat was the Special Olympics of video game movies. It's just like,
I literally saw an article today. Was the old 95 Mortal Kombat really that bad? I'm like, damn, man.
Compared to what we've gotten in the past 20 years,
Yeah.
it's a fucking
true.
masterpiece.
It
It's
is.
a Godfather.
Mortal Kombat 1995, cross the finish line, say, yay! And we gave it a medal for trying.
Hey, at least it's finished.
I always